What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and we actually got more news besides the Chi-Chi Festival again today, and that's some updates that we have in-game. We've previously shown you some of these updates on the TapTap server. However, there's one that we completely missed, and that is the expansion of Aspen Dungeon up to 600. This is going to be interesting because Aspen Dungeon is one of my favorite things, and we'll probably be making videos as soon as it opens tonight to show you guys what it's gonna look like. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let's go over and show you guys what has changed. So let's start off with one that you probably are excited about from seeing our video. Honestly, it was like a week and a half ago at this point. If you go over to the marketplace and scrolling down to the nice old glory coins here, the PvP coins, you will notice when you go to the second page, the update has finally happened. You'll notice here that you can now get scrolls, you can get cores of transcendence, you can get radiant soul crystals, treasure coupons, and even pages of destiny. You can see we've already got all the avatars because back in the day you actually wanted as many avatars to get boosts on Celestial Island. Back in the day that was a huge boost. Nowadays that means absolutely nothing. However, there are some things to note. Buying the pages are maxed out at 3 right there. Buying the tickets are maxed out at 3 here. And buying the hearts are maxed out all at 3. So you have to wait for the timer to reset to buy whatever you want. However, people with way more coins than me, and I'm talking about there's people with like 400,000 coins, can literally have no cap on the amount that they buy of cores or heroic scrolls. So keep that in mind. If you've been saving these up forever and you haven't needed to get like the wishing coins or profit orbs for events or anything like that, first and foremost, that is the biggest change. You're gonna have access to heroic scrolls, so doing more heroic scroll events is gonna be much easier. If you need stellar shards, of course, cores of transcendence are good. I would probably stay away from some of these other ones. I mean, these are good for free to play if you need more soul awakenings to get to a certain level, like to get to 200 points in a soul awakening session. Again, treasure coupons probably not all that worthwhile. The pages are decent for someone like me, and also remember, part of that too is the precious packages. They do reset, so make sure if you're going to spend your gems and everything, you buy all these extra pages, because eventually you will want to use them in the Tome of Destiny to continue leveling it up. Let's see if we can get lucky, which is ours. These are the free ones we basically got today, and it's all garbage. So yeah, just keep that in mind. The past event we did get us up to level 150 for those of you guys who are wondering. No, you can't just immediately go to the imprint chapter after getting this complete. You're gonna have to sit and wait, but in the meantime you can get more of the Grimoire Essence and save it up, and it should be pretty good. So number one, that store has been up to date. It doesn't look like any other store really was updated at all, but these are here. Unlimited amount of heroic scrolls, unlimited amount of cores, 3 of the other 3. So the next change actually comes in the form of free team up arena. So this one is interesting because it does say they're going to be adding a voting stage essentially that lasts 1 day on Monday for 3 weekly season buffs, rewarding 1,000 gems just for voting. So make sure, even if you guys don't normally participate in free team arena, you really should just to even join it, but you're gonna get a 1,000 gem reward just to vote to see what the modification is, this arena buff. Now, me personally, I have not set any of my team up just yet, which I probably should. And of course, you can only put 1 of each hero in here. So we gotta, it's gonna be a little hard for our account because we do have a lot of duplicate heroes and we don't even have enough like transcendence heroes to fill this all up. So we literally probably want to go through and do some things like putting some Ignis in here. But you can see you can throw your team together. You can set them up however you want. It doesn't really matter. And then of course go to the meeting hall, and maybe I'm going to create my own this time. That, or we could just join someone. We'll see. I haven't done this in forever. Of course, there's a whole different method of doing this. You can see the top teams are still here too. But the fact that you can have vote and get just a free 1,000 gems beyond the normal rewards, like, I mean, you should join no matter what, because even if you come way last, you're still getting gems. And this is now equivalent to like some heroic scrolls too. So making sure you do this with the store update is a very big deal. I mean, if you're the big ones on the server, yeah, you can dominate here, but make sure you guys get the vote in. That's going to be every single Monday, or rather it might be every 3 Mondays because it says for 3 weekly buffs. We'll have to see. Not 100% sure how that's going to work, but keep in mind you want to be accessing this window here and joining just to even get those free 1,000 gems. Now, lastly, and certainly not least, this is going to be the thing that I am the most excited for because, to be honest, I don't really care about PvP. Go to Tower of the Brave and go to Aspen Dungeon. I actually don't know if anybody has had a chance to do it just yet, but supposedly this is now opened up to floor 600? Yeah, 600. It has legit been like, what? Almost a whole year since they expanded up to Purgatory 400, and we got there very quickly. We're going to see how this goes because this is another 200 floors. And again, it should give you a breakpoint at 450, 500, and 550 to be save checkpoints. This is going to be something I am the most excited for, and I'm actually really hype about this. Now, the downside is we have one main hero on this account, and that is our Doom Turner Vulcan. He typically does pretty well, and he's now up to 333 million attack. Beyond that, I actually do think this Cloak of the Soaring Phoenix might be best for this, having dodge rate innately on it. And then, of course, at the beginning of every single battle, getting those 9 layers, giving yourself like additional chances to dodge. I mean, that's 66% plus the native 15. That puts you very high up there. And if you have any characters that have native dodge too, actually, I don't even think they listed on here. That could be pretty powerful. I mean, that looks like it's going to be the go-to here. I don't know if we can outspeed the enemies. That's going to be something we'd have to figure out. If you can, though, using maybe like a speed stone and a speed artifact could be good. Granted, attack and speed on this is perfectly suited for that too, so you could try to outspeed the enemy. I feel like the enemies are going to be super fast. Ours is only 28-15 with this type of setup. But again, having that additional control immunity built in is big, and this is going to mean something else is finally becoming important again. In Treasure Train, having some Aspen Dungeon buffs is going to be big, and it's something we usually don't focus on, but you can see right here, we have some native damage reduction by attack, we have armor break, we have 245 speed on top of our normal speed, and that might be something that really helps us out. We have additional control immunity, HP, crit damage reduction, holy damage, skill damage, damage reduction of 45.6%, which is a ton, control precision, block precision, all damage dealt, attack, crit, and crit damage. This actually might be something I now focus on for my treasures, and I actually forget which ones do that. That might be something very important to focus on. Not festival, these don't know, these are like the PvP ones. Adventurous Guild are just like, you know, the class ones. Retro Gaming is for Void campaign specifically. Yeah, hero merch might actually be something you want to focus on. That's giving damage reduction by attack, all damage dealt, crit damage, and if this is a game mode you really like, hero merch might be the one to go to. And I don't know, retro gaming is up, so we might cover that a little later today as well and try to max that out, because again, normally retro gaming is one of the best ones to go for because it's Void campaign. However, I might choose to do something else at this point. I don't know, but we will be covering Aspen Dungeon and showing you guys that as soon as possible. Tonight it opens in 10 hours essentially, so tomorrow, be prepared. Let's see how far we can take this Doom Turner Vulcan and see if we can completely own things. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.